stable and business-friendly inner-city environment has resulted in property investments worth over 7 billion rand in the Cape Town CBD in 2023. This includes five-star hotels, residential and mixed-use complexes and commercial buildings, with more having come on stream this year. Rob Kane, board chair of the Cape Town Central City Improvement District, joins us with more detail. Thank you so much for your time, Rob. Now, as we start off the conversation, if you can please paint a picture for us of the fundamentals that are driving investment appetite for the Cape Town CBD.
Okay, so Nati, thanks very much. I'm not sure if you know, but the City Improvement District, or CID, started about 24 years ago. And it was a response to essentially crime and grime. And those were our two mandates. But fairly soon we realized that crime is a two-edged sword, and it's also about social development. So we then expanded that. We were a very strong social development arm. And then we also morphed into the need for communications. And each year we produce a State of the Central City report, which has just won about 6 awards, I think. And it is really just an investment map of the city. So over the years, that report has got stronger and stronger, and our statistical analysis has got better. And we really stick to our knitting. But there is no doubt that the city is cleaner, safer, and a lot more fun to be in because of the presence of the City Improvement District. But importantly, we work very closely with the city and also with the Western Cape government, and more recently, and it's a very good turn for us, with national government. So it's a good collaboration.
Yeah. Rob, what property classes have seen the most influx from investors?
It morphs over time. You know, the developers see the opportunity and they respond to that. So if you look outside the window now, I mean, obviously you're in the wrong town, but if I look outside my window, you'll see that most of the developments have been residential.
Okay.
And there's quite a number of hotel groups that are either already in the ground or are wanting to come into Cape Town. But there is a critical need now for offices, and I think you'll see those developments come on stream. My other role is Boxwood Property Fund. We're about to start development of a large office complex right in the city centre.
All right, that is actually very, very interesting, and to really see the positive momentum, particularly in office in Cape Town. I mean, something that you don't necessarily see in the broader South Africa. Now, Rob, in the note talking about the AGM that you recently had, it was mentioned that the CCID faced unique challenges in the year 2023-24. Just give us some insight on those.
Okay. We kind of always seem to be facing unique challenges. Just every year they seem to be different.
Yeah.
I think this year, one thing we did was we decided that we were going to spend a lot more on security. So we currently have about 320 full-time security guards. That's 24 hours a day. And if you look at our guards, they all have body-worn cameras. And there's a button on the camera, and if you press that, it captures the last 30 seconds. So that's been invaluable for us. But we have increased that guard, and we've seen tangible results. Crime has dropped, and it's mainly down now to petty crime, the odd sort of chain snatching, things like that. So the main result is people feel a lot safer in the city. And at lunchtime, the streets are full. People are walking around, and in the evening, people hang around have a drink or coffee with their mates. So it's really lengthened the operating hours of the city quite substantially. And then with all the residential developments coming on stream, you know, those people are looking for entertainment in the evenings. And so you get the restaurants popping up, and they're getting better and better as we go.
Now, Rob, what are your main expenditure priorities as you boost investment into the Cape Town CBD?
Okay. Topmost is security.
Yeah.
And that's the 320 guards that we are talking about on the street. And we
Yes.
also have a slightly stronger tactical group that wanders around town. And our response time is very quick. There's a lot of CCTV cameras in the city, and they are funded and put together by the City of Cape Town. We're very grateful for that. But what it means is we can pick up a crime very fast, and we can radio one of our security guards and be on there in a matter of minutes. So that's worked very well. Probably our next biggest spend is cleaning, and we have probably about 350 cleaners, also 24 hours a day. And the interesting thing is that many of those were formerly homeless, and they now have jobs cleaning the streets rather than sleeping on the streets. And for me, that's one of our biggest accomplishments, actually. I'm really proud of that.
Yeah.
And then comes social development, and last but importantly is marketing and communications.
Yeah. Rob, just as we wrap up the conversation, I mean, you talk about the CCID having been started 24 years ago, and you have had 24 consecutive clean audits. And I mean, this is a sore point for a lot of South Africans, seeing as many districts, municipalities really struggle with audits, with many of them getting bad audits. What page can those municipalities actually take from your book?
Well, it's tricky to say because our board comprises all the main property owners in the city.
Yeah.
And as such, typically they're fairly good business people. And so those reports and accounts are gone through very carefully. And I don't think there's R5 that goes missing.
All right.
In just under 100 million rand budget. So I think we do very well on that. It's all about governance. And the CID is very strong on that.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your time and for your insights there, Rob. Much appreciated. That was Rob Kane, board chair of the Cape Town Central City Improvement District.